Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said in the past, and I will keep saying this, the NATO country states, members, will send their military in Ukraine under the disguise of volunteers, which is they are active military personnel of a certain country. They go to Poland. In Poland, they take off their uniform, military uniforms. They take different kind, like, I don't know, Ukrainian provided, paid by us. And they get a little picture, they put it right here, and they sign a contract where they say officially, we are just volunteers. And then they are transported in the front. And they are active under the command of active NATO member states, commanders, and they will act as volunteers. But they are actually, just the name is, oh, we're volunteers, but they are, organized military from various countries. We have here an article from Sputnik, which actually confirms what I say. You can say, well, they're lying, like you, Emil. Well, catch me with the lie first and then blame me for that. Secondly, I don't think the Russians listened to me and said, yeah, okay, let's make a story because Emil said it. I think it's just obvious why it happened before in the past, my friends. And if you think that somehow a group of people is just, not human and it acts a little bit different, yeah, here and there. But when you're desperate, you just do everything else what a cornered animal would do. We are animals, aren't we? So let me show you this Sputnik article where the Russians claim that the Polish military started deploying troops, military troops. They call them Polish soldiers. There's Polish soldiers deployed to Ukraine, and I will show you the location exactly where, in Zaporozhye Oblast, to fight the Russians for the final official deployment of the Polish army in, I was about to say Poland, let's say Polish part of Ukraine, which is the western part, which Poland will take. I guarantee you, if Russia moves westward, let's say successfully from their perspective, move towards Kiev, I guarantee you Poland will say officially we enter to protect our Polish-speaking population from the western part of Ukraine, from the Russian threat. Exactly what the Soviets did with the Nazis, but hey, a little bit more complicated, right? Not really. Here, military Sputnik. Poland sending troops ahead of deployment in Ukraine. Zaporozhye region official. So Poland is sending troops, military, ahead of deployment in Ukraine. The official, hey, we are going in. I thought there was an African-American black over there, but no, just a shade. Poland is preparing its military personnel for entry into Ukraine, with some already arriving in the operation zone in small groups under the guise of mercenaries. Mercenaries, the Russians obviously call the so-called volunteers. For them, those guys are mercenaries. Vladimir Rogov, a senior official of the Zaporozhye Regional Administration, told Sputnik on Friday. It doesn't mean that Mr. Vladimir Rogov tells the truth. But, I do say, well, it's you just believe it because you like what they say and that you have the confirmation bias and all that. Well, time will tell, all right? And I'm 99% certain, I don't want to say 100 because I don't work like that, 99% certain that would be calmly revealed to us and morally revealed. Like what did you expect? We had to do this on moral grounds because we're better, okay? And they're evil, says we say, which is their right, but also the Russians can use the same kind of, okay? And I'm quoting, under the guise of mercenaries, there is ongoing combat alignment in real combat conditions and training of Polish army personnel for the possible introduction of Polish contingent to Ukraine and participation in the conflict against Russia, Rogov said. Again, this is what he said. I don't doubt him. I don't care about him. I know what I know. So he's just saying that I'm just using it here because maybe he's got some more information that I do, and I'm pretty sure he could have, right? And now, Polish soldiers, not Polish citizens. It's not like people who volunteer. Polish soldiers, as I said, come, and that kind of come, in separate units, usually not larger than a company, for a month or a month and a half and rotate, he added. Flag, yep. And I'm quoting, the locals from the part of the Zaporozhye region occupied by Ukrainian militants reported the arrival of a new group of Polish mercenaries the other day. We are talking about at least 100 Poles, Rogov said. He added that a newly arrived group of the Polish military is currently located in the Orekov area of the Zaporozhye front line. I will show you where that is. And this is, following a Paris-hosted conference. Macron said this, and then they are ready. Nothing could be ruled out. Poland says, yes, we'll be ready. So let's see where this little Okrov, what was that? I already know where it's at, but Orekov. So Orekov, just remember, Zaporozhye, let me take my, not yet. This is the Polish part of Ukraine, which, if you ask the Poles, they probably want up to Kiev right here, including getting to the Black Sea and including Moldova. And yes, I mean, history is there. It gives us the exact demands. Or I don't know, whatever they say, man. If you're stronger, take it. Is that how it works? So anyway, this is Zaporozhye region. This is Zaporozhye Oblast. This is the Sea of Azov with the Crimean Peninsula, the Black Sea, Zaporozhye. And this is the little town of Bethlehem right here. Orekov, here it is. So they claim, the Russians claim, that these guys reported that the Polish army, under these guys of volunteers / mercenaries, are located here and rotating. Not rotating here, but going up, back and forth, and testing the water, the little mountain slope model, which is, let me show you this a little bit, so you know where it's at. That's right almost in the center of the hostilities here. It's the same. They will start slowly and they will just increase. In the end, the baboons will have no questions when we're gonna be told, yeah, it's for your good to defend you because those crazies, including that guy, wants to take your beer and your TV garbage and your masks and your ability to, be up to date with your boosters. Here it is, my friends. I don't have no doubt these guys are over there. They're just preparing. And the Russians are not saying anything like, hey, back off, because they're waiting for it. They're waiting for it. I would say they gladly wait for it. But you know what the Poles will say? We are not actively fighting over there, so don't hit us. Only we can hit you through various means, but you can't. We're not active, Like a guy goes to do something bad to a woman, he's in, and no. Actually, that's just providing some servicing, just checking things out. Yeah, that's your assessment of the situation. Why don't you ask the other side how they see it? Well, no, Russia should not be listened to because they're evil. And if they're evil, then obviously everything they do and everything they say always is true, all right? And never right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. More troops are over there and will be there from other countries.